welcome back, Firewood Addicts, to another episode of Travis Says Firewood. Today, our first delivery of the season. So the other day, I got, let's see if I can get it up at the tailgate here. Our first ping of the season for a delivery. New customer wants a new wood person on a fixed income, and therefore wants a little by little, not like a full cord. So we're gonna work out a deal. The person wanted just like, I want all the wood that you can give me for $200 with delivery. Well, that's not how I operate. That's not how, like, a truckload, or I'll just give you this. Like, my wood, it costs what it costs. Like, I don't really haggle or negotiate. It is what it is. The prices. I think a lot of people who sell firewood do that, so therefore I think customers are used to that. But that's not how I do business. So I worked it out where the fee worked into the price, and the wood that we're going to be delivering is 1 cage of cookies chunks. This is mostly fir, or just like some softwood, some conifer, into the cage, loosely stacked or loosely tossed in here, and then the person wanted 1 garbage can of small cedar chunks that I'm calling kindling, to 1 garbage can, and then to fulfill the order to the amount that the person wanted to spend, I'm gonna toss in somewhere in here 1 regular rack to round up to the final fee for a grand total of $200. So that's the order. So early in the morning, a little foggy out right now, trying to get this staged so when I have time, I'm ready to rock and roll. So I'm excited about this order. I'm going to a spot that I used to camp at when I was younger with my family. It's on the local tribal reservation. So it's kind of like a bit far out from where I live, which is fine. But I hope that this delivery goes well and I gain a new customer. So yeah, let's get to tossing. Hope that I don't make it too much noise, because it is early in the morning. It's about 7:30, 8 o'clock in the morning. I do have neighbors, and I have noticed that when I toss wood on the bottom of this cage, it's kind of loud. So I'll get you set up, and we'll get to tossing carefully. So this is the cage, all heaped up, rock and roll, of cookies. Some good pieces in here, just they're short and offcuts, which makes them cookies. So I had to educate the customer on what cookies are. It's not a term, I guess, used in terms of firewood. I think it should be. some nice straight grain pieces in here, some wonky pieces, also like some knotty pieces, which are gonna make for some good firewood, even though it's softwood. So, did offload this. Did put a dent in my cookie bin down there, which is fine by me. I think it's good to loosely toss these in to the bin that I have down here. More airflow, because when you have a tight stack or a tight whatever toss pile, less airflow. So if you had the space, do what you can. I think going up versus going side by side is good for firewood. If you have a limited firewood yard, go up, not go out. So these bins I think are for the win. Stacking in the front area there to create kind of like a wall, and the rest with the box loosely tossed. So firewood is in the cage, in the truck. Now the next part is to get prepared a $20 rack for the customer and try to figure out where to put it in the truck. So just got a ping from the customer wanting not one but 2 racks of wood. I told him sure, no problem, as long as I have room in the truck. So I'm gonna try to Tetris, feng shui, Jenga these pieces on the other side, each side of the cage, so they don't fly out. But we'll see how this goes. So that's rack number 1, and customer wants 2 racks. And if you're not familiar with my channel or how I sell firewood, a regular rack is about 30 pieces of mixed wood. So I sell that at my firewood stand, and this is what he wants to fulfill his order. Able to stack or sort the wood on the other side of the tote, as well as in front of the tote. There's a little space between my cover and the tote itself, so some in there, and doing so I cut up my thumb, so is what it is. So I don't know if I can, we'll see how this goes. So this order is small enough not to warrant using a trailer. I could, but it's in this like camping resort, not resort, like this camping spot that's for like people who, I don't know how to explain it, but anyway, it's a temporary housing environment type thing, and I'm not sure if this is for heating inside house or outside or whatever else, but anyway, it's kind of not, I wouldn't say it's not trailer friendly. It is, because there's campers there and motorhomes, but it's not big enough order to warrant taking a trailer. So hopefully I can fulfill the order without having to, or not over the truck per se, but to not have it be unsafe to deliver it, because I need to go on a major highway, and I don't want things flying out. So let's see if I can get on a rack prepared and put in this bad boy.
Yeah.
All right, back from the delivery. Didn't film the delivery, didn't film the travel. It's my fault. I thought I had enough time in the morning to load the truck and get on my way, and to deliver the load between I had an appointment in the morning, then I was gonna have enough time to go to travel for this load, offload it, and then come back in time because I had a meeting for work. And I get there, so after my appointment, I text the woman, the customer, saying that my ETA is this. Okay, great, thumbs up. So I get there, and where I'm going, so where she resides is in this, it's like this kind of like a campground type thing, where it's you buy a lot on this property, and then you put like a mobile home on it, or like a shed, or some sort of like temporary housing type thing. And per the bylaws there, you can reside there for 6 months and then go someplace else. So it's not like a permanent living situation. And I knew the place because my family had one when I was younger, and we used to go there every other weekend or so. But so all I knew was the front entrance, because this place is huge, it's massive. I don't know, like there's like thousands of plots or lots at this place, right? So she texted me the address, and I knew where I was going, so I just went there. I think I know where I'm going, and she sent me the address. And so I get there, I text her that I'm there, and I wait, and no response. And I'm using Facebook Messenger, so you can see when a message was delivered and then when it was like read or opened by the receiver, right? So she hasn't read the text message, so I wait for a good 25 minutes, and I need to be like, I timed it where I had time to offload and time to travel back right home from my appointment or my meeting. And so I finally, she responds, and she's like, "Oh, I texted you the address. I'm at the back gate." I'm like, "What?" So I scrolled through messages, and sure enough, on the address it said to the back gate. I'm so sorry. So then I talked to the front the admin person at the gate, and he's like, "Yeah, just go around." I'm like, "Okay." So I didn't realize how big this place was. So I travel another 7 minutes. I get there, and then she has to meet me at the gate. And then I have to follow her, because this place inside is a maze. Like, I don't know where I'm going, and there are signs, but like if you don't know where you're going, like you're gonna get lost, like in this massive place of roads and plots and houses. So I follow her, and I had a clip that was in this episode earlier that I'll show you my load. Now she wanted just enough wood to make it worth her while, which I think it was. But I was torn about bringing a trailer or not, because I knew this place, and I know that trailers may not be a good idea. So I wanted to get it all on here, but because I was in a rush, and she added one more rack to the order, I had to use that little hitch tailgate whatever thing, and I did it incorrectly. I used a tarp to kind of hold down the wood. Then I just ratchet strapped the crap out of that wood so it wouldn't go anywhere. But I was super nervous. And then the garbage can was full of small pieces of cedar for kindling, and I wasn't sure how to tie that down. So in loading, I'm like, gosh, I should have just borrowed one of my parents' trailers, put it all in there, put the whole load in there, and then towed it. Well, kind of find out when I get there, I had to back up a hill into her driveway and then offload. So having a trailer, that would have not really worked. It would have been a nightmare, because it was on a hill and it was gravel, and I was spinning out, and four-wheel drive and whatever. But offloaded it for her where she could access it. So it sounds like she's gonna contact me again for wood, and that worked out, because I don't think that she has a space for cord, but she may or may not watch the episode. But I think I got a new subscriber and a new customer, so I'm glad that it all worked out. But I'm glad that it worked out, but it's just a bummer that I guess it's one of those like tips, or in hindsight, to be when you're doing a delivery, it's good to confirm the address and make sure that all is clear. Make sure that, because I've had people message me their address, and then I give them a delivery fee charge, and so yes, it's fine. And then I go to the address, and come to find out like they missed a letter of the street, or their house number was incorrect when they texted to me. So I'm at the incorrect cul-de-sac or the incorrect house, and I'm like, oh, sorry, you didn't order this wood. And sometimes you have customers that they're kind of like in the rural area, so you ask them like, does Google Maps like your address? And they understand what I'm asking, because sometimes Google Maps, it will know the address, but really it will send you into the middle of nowhere, into a field, and there's no houses, there's nothing there. You're just yeah, so it's good to make sure that you're on the same page with your customer, that you know where you're going if you're going to be delivering the wood. So all in all, good. I think it was good contact, but it was stressful today getting the load loaded, and then finding where I'm going, delivering it, and then getting back. I actually missed that meeting, but it was fine too, because my boss was actually busy, so he missed it too. So no foul out there. But yeah, now that I know where to go for this customer, it should be easy. It should be easy peasy. I'm not sure how I would load it differently next time, because I know I don't want to use a trailer for that. But so I don't know when she'll contact me again. But first delivery of the season. Yeah, so it was good. But one thing this customer was asking is, because she had several parts of her order that she wanted me to include, which is fine. I'm all aboard. I'm all about catering an order to customer. But she asked if to include any free wood that I had available. Now, I think a lot of, maybe a few firewood sellers would get upset about that, about the question. But look at it from the standpoint of the customer's view. Assumption that dealing with firewood, you're going to have some scraps, you're going to have small chunks, you're going to have bark, you're going to have just wood that's punky or rotted, anything that you can't sell. And not all people who sell firewood burn, okay, as you know on YouTube. Not all people who sell firewood burn firewood, either outside or inside, or just in general. They just sell it because they like doing it, but they don't burn it themselves. But most of us would know that there's going to be a byproduct, an off product, that is something that is unusable, unsellable, and that I get for sure. But I told her I would, but I ran out of time. I ran out of time with the order, and and I was going to, but I told her, dude, that I will next time. I'll bring her some bark and or some noodles for fire starter. But I think it's good to have like a bonus, especially if they ask. And a lot of people, when someone buys a cord, they bring them a bundle of kindling. I think that's a good practice to get into. Just to have just to keep the customer happy. Or I had a customer the other day, a return customer, and they ordered a rack of wood, and because of return, and I had some like off pieces in the racks, I said that and added that to the order, and I said I added a few free pieces for you, and they appreciated that and said that they would come back, and next time that they would come back, they would give me a tip. But the tip is not necessary. I didn't give you free pieces of wood just for the tip. I just wanted to add because you return back to me as opposed to going someplace else for firewood. So I think it's good, a good practice to, when you can, offer or to give something free, especially if it's a customer on a fixed income or a customer that is kind of in need, to kind of help them out. Because it's not always about, all the time, it's not always about profit. It's not always about money, especially when you are in the firewood business, because you're selling a product and a service. And I did an episode, and I did an episode on that. So just a little bit, just some 2 cents in there. Yeah. Anyway, that's for this episode. I appreciate you tuning in. Until next time, life's too short to be a prick. So stay kind of one another, can roll, stay safe, and keep cutting. Cheers. Side note, I need your help, folks. Maybe my consulting company lost 2 clients recently. So we'll be okay. But if anyone out there has any nonprofits that they know of that need help in interim program management or coordination, fundraising, or just so they have a problem, they need help, let maybe to contact me, and maybe I can help them. So it'd be good to get some more contracts. I thought I'd be super swamped, and now we lost two contracts for my company, and I guess I'll be having more time to be out in the woodyard. So I guess it's a good thing for the channel, but bad thing for my family. So if anyone out there knows of any nonprofits that need my help, let me know. I am available. Yeah, just a little plug. Sorry.